Hello, anyone who's watching. My name is Occupational Click, and this is my brother.
Hi,
And we're both tired. It's actually kind of funny because we're both like getting up in the morning,
yes,
and we're both
yes.
home in the evening. I started my drive around job today, so I wanted to stream briefly. We're finishing up his taxes. We're too tired. I said, "Fuck it, let's just stream," because
Why not?
I didn't stream for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I figured, yeah, we can stream briefly. We got to go to bed, but we'll stream. We'll do a brief stream. I started my new job. I'm still quote unquote in training. So what I did, I'll tell anyone who's interesting. When I do this by myself, which will be next week, I'll be doing it in my own car. I'm a private 1099 outside contractor. I'm not an employee. In theory, they can get rid of me whenever they want. But today, I drove around with an employee. They've got 4 employees. This old guy, retiree, his name is Tom. He said to me, he goes, yeah, I've been working here 5-6 years now. I retired from my old job and I got a job here. And there used to be a bunch of drivers who were employed by the company, but then they decided to do away with it. So now they whittled them down. There used to be like 10, 12 drivers. Now there's only 4 employee drivers. They drive company cars. So this guy, Tom, is an employee, drives a company car, doesn't put wear and tear on his own car. And he showed me his route and he told me, yeah, there's like 10 or 12 routes or routes. So I guess what this company is trying to do is get rid of the old drivers and have everyone 1099 because there's 12 or 13 independent contractors, but like a handful of employee drivers. But then if everyone's an independent contractor, who's going to train the new people? Because right now they've got the actual bona fide employees training. So me and this guy, Tom, and I'm not going to do this the rest of my life, but I can do this for the time being. But okay. And what is Brother Click? We gotta finish your taxes, but I guess we'll do it tomorrow or yeah. Because I finished up the grass. Thank God, finally I got that done.
Man, that was a bitch.
That was a bitch because I started like over a week ago, and then it rained. We had like 5 days of rain, and the grass grew in. I did it the other day, and then when I killed the stream, and I fucking finished it just now. But it was it was just a bitch. It's just Christ. I don't have the strength to do what I used to do, and I really don't want to do this shit. I don't live in a house where I got grass to cut. Like you were saying, if we got to pay the same in rent, it'd be nice to have like a fucking condo or something or apartment where
no snow to shovel, no grass to cut, no weeds to rip up, no leaves to rake, everything on one floor.
Anyway, I didn't tell you this. The first place we went to today was this dental office in the town of Perth Amboy. You can look up Perth Amboy. Nowhere near my home. You can look up Perth Amboy. And a lot of spics in Perth Amboy. And I go, there was this one girl in the office, probably I'd say in her 20s, maybe 30. And she wasn't a sex kitten. She was like an awkward girl trying to be a sex kitten. She was a spic. She had a spic face, but she was lighter. And she was dressed really sexy. She was skinny. She had her tits were hanging out. And she was wearing these flip-flop things, like this short skirt. And I started talking to her. I said, hey, do you take my dental insurance? And she's like, yeah, we do. And I said, well, maybe I'll come in and get my teeth fixed here. She's like, hope to see you. Now, maybe that's my be careful, the pies are hot moment. But I guess, that sort of, despite being black pilled, despite being in my 40s, there's always that little bit of schoolboy bullshit in there because she was very pretty. She wasn't like a sex kitten. She was like an awkward chick trying to be a sex kitten. And I like spick chicks. So I was like, maybe I'll just go there and get my teeth. Even if I'll probably never go there again because this old guy, that's his route. Tomorrow I'm training with, like I said, there are 4 employees, 4 people who work for the company, drive the 4 company cars. Or maybe that's it. Maybe they want a few employees to drive the cars. They don't have enough cars. Yeah. So anyway, I drove with this old guy today. Tomorrow I'm scheduled to drive with a different employee in a different car on a different route. But this one spick chick in Perth Amboy is pretty oh, man, I'll go to that dentist. I forget the name of the dentist is, but I can probably find it again. So, or is that my be careful, the pies are hot? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yes. Anyway, so yeah. So I want to share that. But this job seems like I don't want to do this the rest of my life, but I can do it for a little bit. The Sebring seems to be holding up well. But yeah, I was talking actually, what's his name in Discord? I should pull it up. Dev Pike. I wish he'd come on. Dev Pike, he was actually looking into American Neat Bucks, and apparently he was saying New Jersey, if you get SSI, New Jersey does have a supplement. Okay, that's great, but it's still, fragile and limited. So I'd still like to get SSDI. But maybe should I apply for SSI while waiting for SSDI? Or right now I got to do this job. Maybe we should try to get you on fucking Medicaid and SSI and get you diagnosed with something.
There we go.
Because I don't want to. I want to do this little drive around job for a few months, but I don't want to do this indefinitely. So, hello, Commander K. How are you? It's good to see you. It's Commander K.
How nice it is to see you again.
We're not gonna be on too late. So he's got to work. We both got to get up tomorrow. You got to get up at what? What time? 6ish. I get up by 7. I mean, they want me there by 8 to 8:30, and it takes with the morning traffic. It takes half hour to 45 minutes to fucking get there. Part of the pain in the ass, but if I end this job on good terms, if I ever want to go back to it, maybe I will. But I'm looking forward to when I can be out on my own. Like today, this old guy I was with, he's like 70 something, 74. He's got bad legs. He told me he's going out in June, late June. He's getting surgery on his legs, his hip, or something like that. So basically, I did all the grunt work. I carried all the shit in and out of these. You drop off, you pick up. Some places are drop off only. Some places you go there, you don't have to drop anything off. You got to pick stuff up to go back to the lab. So he just sat in the car and I went in and out. It was. I understand you got to train. I get it. I'm not knocking it, but I'm like, okay, I can't wait till I'm on my own by myself. He was a nice guy, very nice guy, but 4 or 5 hours was fine. By hour number 6, I was like getting tired. Not him personally, I was getting tired around being around someone. So I was like, God damn, can I get to the point where it's just me all day, me, myself, and I?
Maybe you'll get his route when he goes out.
When he goes out, yeah. In fact, I'd love to be what he is. I drive there in my own car.
Yeah.
Then I get into their company car, put wear and tear in their car.
Yeah.
No 1099 bullshit.
Yes.
I love that, but they seem to be getting rid of that. So maybe if he dies on the table, I'll say, give me the full-time job.
Yes.
Commander K went to a Linkin Park concert. His family has moved to the United Kingdom. Okay.
Was the Linkin Park concert in the United Kingdom?
That's a good question. Was the Linkin Park concert in England, or you went to Linkin Park concert and moved to England the next day, or the UK the next day? Okay. Yeah, Rafterman, I'm so glad you're here. I want to talk to you. Yes. I'm trained to be a delivery driver, but it's a 1099. I'm going to drive my own car. Like I was saying, the guy, it's a dental lab. They make like dentures and braces and retainers and what do you call it, like bridges and shit and false teeth. And you drop them off at different labs and shit. The guy I work with today is W-2. He works for the company, drives a company car. I'm going to be 1099 independent. I'm going to be driving my own car starting next week after I'm just in training with him. Do you pay taxes 4 quarters a year? Am I supposed to pay quarterly? Like I was looking at 1099. I'm going to be a 10. I don't actually work for them. I'm independent. And they want me to get something. What's it called? An EIC or something. They want me to be like an LLC in my own right. So I'm like, okay. So for tax purposes, what do you do, Rafterman? Because you mentioned how that one room is your office for tax purposes. Are you an LLC? Or do you have an EIC or whatever it's called? EIN. I'm sorry. EIN. Was that what?
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
I have no idea.
And do you pay what, quarterly? They're not even quarters, but you tell us, Rafterman. I'm glad you're here. You're the guy I wanted to talk to. Okay, you went to Linkin Park concert, then you moved to England. Okay, that's cool. Okay, Commander K. Rafterman, you're the guy I wanted to talk to. Start talking. It's interesting. The bitch I was dealing with, she doesn't even know shit about it. She's like, I need your EIN. I said, well, do all the drivers have an EIN? She said, yeah. I said, okay. I want to talk to some of the other independent drivers, but I was with this old guy all day, and he's a W-2 employee. I want to talk to some of the drivers because I never created an EIN because I wrote my Social Security. I thought that would be good enough, but you got to be an EIN. We talked about this in the interview. No, we didn't. I would have remembered that. It's like, yeah.
What does EIN stand for?
Let's take a look. Employer identification number.
Okay, and how do you get that? Rafterman said something else. Let's go back to that.
Okay, but you're 1099. Technically, you're supposed to pay estimated taxes on Social Security and Medicare. What is an EIN? Basically, I'm my own employee. I'm my own business that they're hiring.
I see. Yeah.
So I got to become it says it's employer ID. It's not them, not their number. I'm the employer. They're employing me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that, but it was saying you got to pay like quarterly taxes.
Yeah.
You might face a fine. Oh, well, yeah, you pay the penalty, the fine. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
I don't want to do that. But do I have to pay? Does Jersey also require quarterly? I got to look into this. Yeah. Right. So I got to get my own EIN. You're saying your employers give you do you have various EINs if you have different employers? No, because for me, I think I'm the employer. They're hiring me. So I need my own employer identification number. I'm the,
Well, you employ yourself and they're looking to you. It's not like you have 10 drivers and they only need 2. You're the only driver in your company.
right. But the fine isn't. Maybe that's easier. Just fucking pay it all. Well, it's like I don't like the idea of paying quarterly tax. It seems like a pain in the ass. I mean, I'll try it, but it's like what a pain in the fucking ass. And I might on the weekend start doing like Amazon Flex or more wear and tear on the car, or like DoorDash, Uber Eats stuff for supplement. I do want to buy a second car, so I can have a second car because if the Sebring needs to go to the shop, I'd like to have a second car to pick up the slack. So yeah. No, I tried that. They said to me, "We need your EIN." All the other drivers have EINs. This place wants me to be an employer in my own right. So I had to create my own EIN somehow.
You gotta make your own LLC.
Yeah. How adult.
Yes.
The price you got to pay to work by yourself. So let's say you have like 10 employers in a year. You get 10 different EINs. This doesn't make sense. That's their number. I think in my case, I am the employer. They're hiring me. Yeah, sounds like you're doing independent contract work. With me, they want me to be a company unto myself. I'm the company that they're hiring to do the driving. Basically, I need to be a company unto myself, a business unto myself. I think, yeah. But for $28 an hour, I'll try it. I'll learn something. I'm glad we streamed.
Yeah,
Thank God Rafterman showed up. He was here. He's from Maryland. He's a 1099 guy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rafterman. All right, but you don't pay quarterly. You just pay a fine. You just pay yearly, and you pay any kind of penalty tax. Okay. Yeah, but I still don't get it because the company, they're going to write me a check. It's all going to be documented. Their accountants will send the information to the IRS. The IRS will know how much they paid me. So I understand the need for this EIN thing, but yeah. I was looking into it before on my phone while I was with the guy. Like it says, federal EIN can only take 15 minutes to get, but you need a state EIN first. So I guess I should get a state EIN, but it's too late now. You got to do it during business hours. So I'll tell him. I'll say, listen, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it. Tomorrow will be tax day. EINs and your taxes. We'll do your taxes first. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I got to start. I didn't start keeping track yet because today I didn't actually drive myself. I was in a company car with a W-2 employee who's showing me the ropes. But yes. And that's the one cool thing about this Sebring. I should do a video of the Sebring. The Sebring has that little device.
Yeah.
You can push a bunch of buttons. It tells you it gives you a compass, what direction you're heading in. Then it tells you how many miles you drove. It tells you how much you're saving. It tells you how, it's like, it's got like, so it's almost like this car and
that's become standard since then.
You have that in your car?
I have something similar. It tells me how many miles per gallon.
Okay. Does it tell you the direction you're heading in?
I believe so.
Okay. To me, it's like the most futuristic thing, but I still have a CD player and a tape deck. It's the best of both worlds, old and new. I love it.
Yes.
It's almost like I bought this car at the right time for the right job. Yeah. Very well. I'll do a Sebring video. Maybe I'll do one if we're both off on Saturday and we feel like taking a drive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of wear and tear in a vehicle that I need to drive, around Jersey. But if we feel like driving out to fucking Waynesboro, yeah, you'll see some Sebring. It's nothing special. It's just a fucking Sebring, but
Yes.
Buddy, getting tired? We won't be on so
A little
long.
bit, just a touch more. Yes.
Go to Waynesboro.
Go to Waynesboro.
I'll see how I feel.
Yes. We might stream all Friday night. Go to bed at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So we might be able to make it.
If you go to Waynesboro, I'd record a video. I don't think I'd stream because streaming's a pain in the ass with data. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Does Dumb want to meet us, or do you guys want us to interact with Dumb in real
you want to
life?
see that
It's
video,
from the viewer's perspective, it sounds fascinating, doesn't it? You know who we are. You know who Dumb is. To see us interact in real life is, I think, the Starlings get excited.
Nice.
But I think he does. He does want to meet us, but then you're saying he's done with Americans. We are Americans.
Yeah, that doesn't
He's done
make
with
sense,
us. Okay, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of contradictory. Why is my shirt coming unbuttoned? Yeah, we won't stream too long, but I'm glad we came on. Okay, so I might look into the
EIN.
quarterly.
Yeah.
No, well, I need the EIN. I think I need the EIN. Like I said, I'm the employer. Technically, they're employing me, so I need to have an EIN. I wish I could talk to some of the other drivers, but
Yes.
what was I going to say? But Rafterman does not pay the quarterly.
No,
He just pays a penalty tax. He says it's not substantial. Okay. Oh yeah, I think he's definitely in that. I'm getting out of here mode. No, it doesn't matter. Let's put this out there for case. Yeah, but yeah, okay. So, Rafterman, anything else you need to tell me about being a 1099? Because, like in your case, do you have several employers? Like during the year, you have several different employers, and they each give you what, like a 1099 miscellaneous at the end of the year. Like in your case, what happens? You get, like, let's say you do. What is he? He's like a computer or something or other.
Yeah.
What is your job? How many employers do you have on average? And like, if you have like multiple employers, you get different miscellaneous. What do you get? Elaborate. Tell us. You have 2 employers. No, this company, this lab wants me to have an EIN. They're insisting I have an EIN to drive for them. They won't, they won't pay me if I don't have an EIN. And your 2 employers send you 2 different what? What do they send you? 1099 miscellaneouses or what? What does digital marketing mean? Are you web development or what's it called? Like graphic design? What is digital marketing? And what's the form you get from them? And how do I declare an office? I gotta figure out. It's gonna be a process. We'll get your taxes done, and we'll look at my new taxes together. So sometime in January, February, you get 2 1099-Cs from the 2 different employers. What you're saying, and you don't worry about quarterly taxes. You just pay the penalty. Because I'm also going to have W-2. I worked at that grocery store.
Yeah.
I might get a payout from the lawsuit with the tall fag who threatened me. So I'm going to have, it's going to be, do you have, like, I'm wondering, do I have to file 2 taxes? One as me, the individual, and the one is my LLC? Or I read like an LLC is to pass through. In other words, LLC is the company, but I, as the company owner, am the one who pays the taxes. So it's complicated, but worth learning for the time being. What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah, we won't go too long. We'll be off by 11. Should I get sleep?
Exactly.
One more beer?
We do one more beer.
Should I get it? Or?
Here you go, grab it, yes.
Take a look at these. Talk to these assholes.
If anyone wants to talk, I mean.
Yeah, just do whatever. Figure out what you can figure out. I'll be right back. I'll get us a juke.
Yes. Do you have any experience with LLC or not really? Okay, so you've been thinking about this. Why are you thinking about it? Because I know that an LLC is a good way to protect your personal assets in case something goes wrong or there's a bankruptcy. It's the corporation, not you. It's a way to keep your own personal stuff safe. I guess that's probably what you were thinking.
Has anything been said or learned?
Sort of.
What'd you learn?
Raftman's been thinking about setting up an LLC,
Okay.
but there might be two different types of taxes. So Regis, he only had like 2 or 3 comments.
Let's see one here.
You give me your cup.
LLC, you may need to pay 2 different taxes. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Then again, with an LLC, if you're the owner, you, the individual, still have to pay your own taxes as the. So, you know, I got to look into this. Maybe I'll have to pay turbo taxes here to figure it out because it's like, oh my God.
Cap.
We're a bit drunk and a bit tired, but I finished the grass.
Yes.
We took care of some medical shit he had to do, and we got to finish your taxes. Tomorrow when I come home, we'll focus on that's another thing. We're both no one's here all day. We're both getting up early, and we both come home in the evening now. So yeah. So all this adulting we have to do.
Yes.
It'd be great to just be on Neat Bucks.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the government pays you whatever every month, and you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I want to be on Neat Bucks. I'm tired of this fucking shit.
Yes. Bureaucratic nonsense.
Have you used TurboTax? If so, how much does it cost? Remember in the olden days, you'd buy a disc at the store,
Yes.
and the disc was good for like I think it was 1 federal and maybe 1 state or 2 federal. Nowadays, you just download it online. You do it online. How much does TurboTax cost? Maybe I'll do it. Parker,
All right, Parker.
I tell you,
Yes.
eat a peach, man. You're in Georgia. Eat a peach. Literally, I don't think you can do it figuratively. Eat a peach, literally, my Georgian friend. Now, answer my question about TurboTax, you motherfucker. It's good you're here. And then, because if I also do supplemental like Amazon Flex or,
Yes.
or DoorDash or Uber Eats, I'd also have to add that to any estimated quarterly taxes, right?
Yeah.
$200 a year. But is that for just one person? Like, if I pay $200, could me and Brother Click both use it, or it's $200 per person? They'll only do one person.
Probably per person, I imagine. That's how they make their money. Imagine if 1 million people use that's $200 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine it's 200 per person because if 1 million people use it, that's 200 million. Yeah, see, each filing. Yeah.
And does that include both a federal and a state, or is it just federal or state? Like, in other words, when you pay your Maryland state taxes, is that included with the 200, or you got to pay separate for that when you pay the state of Maryland? Because you got to pay Uncle Sam and you got to pay Maryland. Does 200 include both or just one? Answer me, you fucker. I'm glad you're here though. Okay, so $200 gives you 1 federal and 1 state.
Yeah.
So you get Uncle Sam and whatever state you're in. Okay. And if you're in a state that doesn't have an income tax, well, hey,
Yeah.
you're paying extra, but you don't have to pay tax.
What if you work in like 2 different states? I guess you're.
That's
screwed.
that's a whole complicated thing. If
Yeah.
you're working you got to pay the state you work in for working there and the state you live in for living there. Yeah, if you're working in 2 different states, yeah. Still, $200 is quite a bit. I mean,
Yeah.
But how much is the penalty? Because if you're not doing quarterly, how much is your penalty? You're saying it's not much. How much is your penalty?
And did you ever try to figure out what it would be if you paid quarterly?
Well, you're paying it because you're not doing the quarterly, so you're paying the penalty. So how do you know? You said it's not substantial. How do you know that? If you don't know what it is, you're paying. If you're 1099 and you're not paying quarterly estimated taxes, then you're being penalized when you pay, your income for the year. So how do you not know?
Yeah, how can you say the penalty isn't that big of a deal, but now you're saying you don't know what it is?
You might be paying like a shitload more than you realize.
Yeah, you could probably be saving a lot if you did it quarterly.
Okay. Man, maybe he's not making enough to even have to pay. I don't know how much he makes. Do you support yourself, or do your parents help you, or do you have some kind of neat bucks, some federal or state aid? I mean, is all of your earnings from your 1099 jobs, or do you have some outside help? Because if you have outside help, you might not be earning enough that it even matters. You know what I mean? A lot of these NEETs have outside help before they get to NEET. Yes. I can't live with my parents for 2 years waiting to get on Section 8. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Christ. That's impressive. That's a decent chunk of change. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Between two, that's like a decent wage.
Yeah.
I mean, if I stick with this job is paying what, 28 per hour, yes, and at like 36 to 40 hours per week, it would be 50 something for the year. And you're making that between two jobs, but still the quarterly taxes, the penalty and all that. Yes, Endymion, money. We're talking adult stuff here. We're talking taxes. I actually want to talk. It was Dev Pike, an Englishman of all people, who's looking into Social Security. I didn't know New Jersey. I know New Jersey, when it comes to food stamps, New Jersey sucks. Like I was supposed to get, whatever the federal is, Jersey will give you up to 95. You're guaranteed 95. I was getting 107. It can go up to 295, but like even with my unemployment, which was shit, they only said you're only worth 107. So if I had Social Security or Social Security disability, what would my food stamps be? The basic 95? Like, yes. Unless we both get on food stamps and we have like $200. Okay, but yeah. What do you mean nowadays? It used to be more expensive, or I don't get that. It's not a lot nowadays. What? That's right. You have to drive around. I'm putting a lot of wear and tear on my car, but I like being on my own in my own vehicle. I like the idea. It was a good chat. Good talk. Oh, I'm sorry. You're saying your earnings. Now I get it. Your earnings. I thought you meant your penalty tax isn't a lot. You mean your earnings isn't a lot nowadays. Well, for one guy, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Because you're single. You don't have a wife. As far as I know, you don't have a wife or kids or any dependents. And you live in a small apartment. So 50, that's not bad for, I mean, you look at Todd. He allegedly gets by on what, 12 or 13,000 a year? Plus food stamps and shit. But the point is, you're getting like, how much more is that?
42,000.
Yeah, 40. So, for one single guy, that's with no dependents, no children.
You have a comfortable life.
That's not bad. Nope. Gas and tolls are all on me.
Could probably write those off.
Probably write them off, yeah. Yeah, his rent is minimal. He apparently gets a lot in food stamps. He like here in Jersey, with my unemployment, I only got like 107 in food stamps. Yeah. The cap is like close to 300, but they wouldn't give me. They said you make too much in unemployment. We can only give you 107. I'm like, my unemployment wasn't much more than SSI would be, so it's like. You have to move from New York State now?
Perhaps.
I have to start again. Try again.
No.
Amen. If you can't win the lottery, the next best thing is to be a NEET. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. He's still a fucking genius as far as I'm concerned. It's like a courier. There's a dental lab. Let's explain again. Yes. They make, dentures, false teeth,
Retainers,
retainers,
braces.
etc. And I drive around, drop them off, and pick up anything that's got to go back to the lab. It's basically a courier job, but I use my own car. I pay for my own gas. I pay any tolls. And I got to become an LLC because they want me to have an EIN or whatever. So it's a dental lab courier job. Well, you're decent. 55 grand for a single guy. That's still not terrible. There are people doing much worse. And I like to drive. We go over. Actually pull up the map. You didn't see my last stream. I made a map. Let me show you the map if I can find it. Where's that map?
It's already gone.
So okay. If you see that star, that's like where the lab is. And we don't go all throughout the circle. It's not like we're going north and south. Basically, you're given a different route each day. Some days you might go north or northeast or northwest or south or southeast or southwest. So it's not like you're going to New York City and Philadelphia. You're going one direction per day. Like me and this old guy, we went. If I can show you, hold on. It's gonna show up. Hold on. Oh, you can see this. Today we went down the shore. We went this way over here. We went down here, down to about here, and we turned around, came back. So you're not going to go all over creation. You're going to go either this way or that way or that way or that way. So you're going in one direction per day. It might vary day to day, but it's ultimately, you're going on one route away from the star. So, it's a big area, but it's not like we're going far north and far south. Where you go in one direction from the lab, hourly, $28 per hour. But I'm a private contractor. I'm not a W-2. I got to create an EIN. I've got to be my own, thing, independent contractor. I pay for any gas or tolls or whatever. But I'm by myself all day in my own vehicle, my Sebring.
Yes.
Yes, I got to do a Sebring video.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not a truck driver. How many times have I explained this fucking Christ? A courier in my own fucking car. But that's the most I've ever made in a job. I've never made 28, I quit. I told the dental lab, give me a week to quit. I told the store I got to quit. So I politely quit. I explained all this. The one manager guy begged me to stay. I said, maybe I'll be back, but I got a job that's offering 28. He said, I understand. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't like it. I used to do it all the time, and I'd come home and do things. If I do lifting and lugging all night and going up on fucking ladders, that's all I can do. Yeah. I can't do anything for another 24 hours when I go back and do it again. So yeah, it was just going to be too much. But that was a W-2 job. So next year, that'll be a W-2 form. Yes. And this is going to be a 1099, whatever the fuck it is form. Yes. Yeah. What time are you? I'd be there at 8:30, so I should probably by 7. So yeah, we should probably go to bed in the next
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. You go. I'll probably go to bed sometime in the 11 o'clock hour.
Fair enough.
I'm glad we streamed. It was good to talk about this.
I'm
glad I saw Rafter Man.
Yeah, yes.
Rafter Man, we'll talk more about the 1099 shit. Yeah, I was only there for a few weeks. I mean, they say, I've heard an expression, the best time to get a job is when you already have a job. I think my unemployment ran out. I needed something. It was like a mental thing. I got that job. At least I know, okay, now I'm employed. I can take my time and look for something. And the driver job popped up pretty quickly. So I said, I'm sorry to the grocery store, but I think I needed a job to get a better job. I feel like, I needed something. I needed peace of mind.
Okay,
The grocery store was peace of mind, but it reminded me.
That's pissed.
No one there was bad to me. It was only there for a couple weeks, but it was bringing back memories of other grocery stores and supermarkets I worked at. And when I'm driving around, I'll start telling my stories. I'll record videos telling my fucking stories. It was triggering memories. And you clearly didn't watch my last stream because I explained all this already, but that's okay. I'll forgive you. No, I asked them that. And the girl who's like in charge of dispatch, she's like, no, everybody else is an LLC. And I said, are you sure? Yeah. She doesn't know. She doesn't care. She's a company employee. I'd like to talk to some of the other drivers, but I haven't been able to meet any of them yet. Well, I don't think becoming an LLC is that difficult. Yeah, I'll look into it. You know. That's a good point. You know, it's easier to get employment when you're, you know, a W-2, but you know. Yeah, they won't allow sole proprietor. That's what they claim. But I want to talk, like I said, I want to talk to other drivers. I haven't gotten a chance. So maybe tomorrow or the next day I will. But I got to give them something soon so I get paid for this week. Oh, of course. I need the beer. I definitely need the beer money. In fact, I really shouldn't be drinking right now because I get up tomorrow. But hey, this week is a light week. I'm training. As long as I can get there on time and just, you know, drive around with whoever. So I'm looking up starting an EIN LLC in New Jersey. I'm thinking about what's a good name? Occupational something. I'm not sure because I don't want it to be my name. I want to think of something that's, you know, not too silly, but can be unique. OC LLC. Or maybe. I kind of want to, like, let's say in the future, I want to, like, you know, drive people around or deliver like something generic. Is this a word? Can I use the word drivery? Costs $125. Damn. Where'd you find that? Because I'm looking here, it says obtain New Jersey says obtain an employer identification number EIN from the IRS. Oh, in fairness, Chat GPT isn't always accurate. They've given incorrect information before, so, but fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I'll figure this out. Something to learn, something to delve into. Yeah, I want something with like I made it the word drivery. I kind of like the word, livery and delivery. Livery is driving people around. Delivery is delivering items. So I kind of like the word drivery, but it might not work. Might not work. Even if I don't stay with this lab forever, I might want to keep my LLC active to do other things. You never know. Why would Dev Pike be involved? He's in England. Okay. Wonder how our brother Click is doing. Maybe he should go to bed. He went to take a piss. He disappeared. I'll go on for another 10 minutes or so, but I should probably go to bed soon. But no, I'm glad I came on. I look into this shit. Yeah. Not really. I'm just doing this to get some bills paid off and get some money coming in for the time being. I don't think I make a lot of money from this. How much of the money is going to go to the car? Keeping the car afloat. And I got to buy a second car. If this car breaks down, I need a second car to go to work. This is going to be, I'll have to buy a used car, a few grand. Oh. I want to be rich. And Dimian, I agree. I'll be slightly less poor. That's a good way to put it. Well said. I want to be on Neat Bucks. I'm tired of this shit. Hmm. What are you doing, Dimian? What's your line of work? Can you tell us, give us a vague idea of what you do? Like, what line of work are you in? A better doctor? Huh? The finance department of a staffing agency. Hold on. But have you been diagnosed with anything? Like, do you have an official diagnosis of autism or something else? Are you looking for one? You don't seem, no offense, I'm looking at things. You don't seem 100% mentally healthy. And I'm not trying to knock you. I'm just saying you don't really seem like you're 100% mentally healthy. Is that your own diagnosis of yourself or how you're officially described? Okay. Okay. Well, the only benefit to seeing a therapist is if they can help you get neat bucks. That would be the benefit. If they can write some report that's going to help you get your neat bucks. So the therapist isn't going to cure you, but in theory, they can help you. If they think you're fucked up enough, their official notes can be used to get you neat bucks. All right.
That turned into something else.
What happened?
Crap.
Oh, sorry.
Huh.
We're gonna get off soon anyway. I'm getting tired. I can't even make an EIN now because all the websites are closed. And the federal government says get one from your state. The state is saying, it's like, what is this bullshit? Maybe just quit this fucking job, find something else. It's like,
That's what it sounds like now.
go drive for fucking Amazon.
Because now, wait a second, you want SSDI, but you have an LLC. How can that be? Like,
You're right.
Come back to haunt you. How's that going to look?
Yes, buddy, that's a good point. Say that again.
Yeah, if he starts his own LLC, how can he apply for SSDI? Aren't they going to say, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah.
How are you that capable?
You're right. Even though it seems like a cool job, maybe I should say, fuck it. This isn't going to work. And I got to find something quick because I don't want to go back to fucking grocery. Just drive for Amazon for a few months.
Yeah, I guess. Let's see. 28 times 40. That's 1120 times 4. That's $4,480 a month. Plus, you got to do that quarterly taxes thing, but that's also going to be a damper for SSDI if you're making that much.
So I should go to Amazon, which is a W-2 job, drive around for a few months.
Yeah, I guess.
Damn.
Stuff to consider.
Because now I do like the idea of this job, but I don't want to create an EIN. Damn. You're right. With creating an EIN, it's going to hamper my neat bucks prospects. Damn. God damn. I like the idea of driving around my own car. Sound like a cool idea.
Give up on e-books.
I should do Amazon Flex and okay. Great. So I got a grocery store job, quit it. I got this job, gonna quit it because you're right. I don't like you're right. Something's not right here. There's gonna be two. You're right. They might look and say, well, how do you qualify for Neatbox if you're an LLC in your own right and you're making like 20? You're right.
Yeah.
I love the idea of this job. Christ. All right. Damn. I gotta find a job quickly then. All right, go drive for Amazon. That's $21 an hour, but at least it's a W-2 and Christ. All right, fine.
Just work 3 days a week.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days a week. Maybe if you're right. Yeah. Part of me wanted to do the whole my own car. Yeah. But now I'm thinking you're right. It might fuck up my Neatbucks prospect, which I still want to do.
Well, plus the dental stuff is light. It's not like it's heavy lifting, right?
No, it's not at all. But
Amazon
still.
Flex, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Well, Amazon Flex is in the car. Maybe go work for Amazon itself, like the Amazon company's W-2. Yeah. Christ, I think I made a mistake here. Okay. I can go for one more day. I like the idea of driving around. I like the idea of this job, but I don't think I want an EIN. I was thinking the same thing. Like you're right. Is this going to fuck me over if I want Neatbucks in the future?
I would imagine.
What do you think?
I guess you're going to have to look that up. I mean, I would imagine. If I have an LLC, can I still get Neatbucks? Probably not.
Damn, you might be right.
Yeah, I know.
Even though this job seemed like this is a job I wish I found like 10 years ago.
Yes, there you go.
Damn. Damn. You're right. Maybe this is oh god.
Unless you do it for a few months during the summer, then quit.
I still have to become an LLC EIN. God damn. I'm glad we streamed. Yes. I'm thinking about this. It's going to fuck me over. I need money, but you're right. Driving for Amazon like a van would be would be $21 an hour, and it would be W-2. None of this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
and it's their van, right?
Yeah, their van. Yeah, Christ.
Or you do the flex thing.
Well, both. I can do both. Mm-hmm. Yes, bros. Oh god. Now I'm thinking about this shit. Damn. I should have let this. I just didn't want to do that fucking. Oh my god, grocery store job. Yeah.
Well, you left on good terms.
You're right. They're paying like $22.75 an hour,
There you go.
and it's all W-2.
Yeah.
Maybe I should. It's only 4. Okay, maybe I should do that. You're right. Creating an EIM would fuck me over in the long run. Christ. But then what if I don't get neat bucks and I need to go back to this job?
I don't know.
Right. The government, yeah. I'm on that fence. They favor rejection. If I do this, they'll say, oh, you're definitely rejected.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I should have thought about this before. I just want to get at the grocery store job. I needed a job, so I went to the grocery store. Didn't want to do it, so I got this, which I would have loved to do if it wasn't for all this bullshit.
Yeah, at first you didn't know it was EINs and LLCs. You thought you could just drive around your car.
Right, yeah, exactly. Pay like a
Yeah, this got a little more involved.
Well, he lived with his parents for a couple of years. They support from the time of his suicide attempt till the time he actually got neat bucks and what do you call it, Section 8 housing. His parents supported him. He did a spend down. I don't blame him. I'd love to be in this position, but yeah. All right, I can do the fucking Amazon thing tomorrow. Nah, it's gonna be more than 19. Can't be right. Where's all this panic?
That's an old page, I guess.
Yeah, I can go drive for Amazon for a bit. It's a W-2 job. Okay.
Yes.
All right. There's always something in the back of my mind that says this job is too good to be true, isn't it? Oh, God.
Yes.
Yes, I agree, Rafter, man. I'm starting to think, oh, my God. You know what I mean? Oh, my God.
Yes.
Let's do Amazon Flex. Yeah,
There's that too, yes.
$10.99, but it's like it's not, you know.
Actually, you don't know yet.
Yeah.
You gotta find that out.
Damn. You're right. This job might cost me too much in the long run.
Exactly.
It's too good to be true.
Unless this job becomes your career, you that.
I just for the rest of my life. Oh my God. No. My name isn't Cassandra. I'm not gonna walk dogs and teach children bullshit. No, ain't gonna fucking happen. Go to work for Amazon directly, W-2. Maybe I can eventually do the flex. You're right, because this is getting too involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a lot of work to do. Go get an EIN. Go make an LLC. It's like Christ.
Yeah. I don't even like dogs. I'm a cat person. I'll admit it. I'd rather have a cat than a fucking dog. You know, they'll call me a faggot if you want. The point is, what was it like that Tom Selleck's own movie? It's like, I prefer cats. A dog doesn't, a cat doesn't try to bite your ass off if you're busy. Whereas a dog will. Yeah, I'm not really a dog fan. Okay. Because I did look into Amazon delivery, and I was like, but I could probably get hired. Very good. $22.75 to $24 an hour. Look at this.
Very nice.
But a lot of things. A lot of these people don't last. They say, I've been on this job for a few months. Everyone else is also relatively new. No one's been here more than a year. So I can do it for a few months, get some money. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I read something online once. I think the guy worked for Amazon. He had to go pick up a couch somewhere returned, and the guy was still sitting on it. He said, "Hey man, you have to package that back up for me to take." And there's a whole argument, but there could be some bad encounters.
What's worse happen? Get fired? Say fuck this.
Yeah.
Couch. The guy was in his house sitting on it, or where in the front yard?
I didn't really. Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, I guess it was in his house." I don't know.
And yeah, maybe I should go back and do that. I can do this. I may have to. Urgently hiring. All right.
Yeah, no.
Text here for an interview. Okay. Where's my phone? I think I have this number. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll do that because it's a W-2 and I can always quit. Okay, fine. All right. If I got to do this shit, I'll do this shit. Fine. Okay, Cassandra, I don't need this shit right now. I really don't need this shit. I'm not knocking you for being a dog walker. I'm saying it's not for fucking me. So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Seriously, shut the fuck up. I don't need that. That's just rude. What do you think? All right, I always think of King of Queens, that chick from Mad TV who was like, a dog walker. She would walk with a stiller.
Yes. And you're missing the point. Something he can't be around animals.
I can't be around animals.
Needs to be alone.
I can't go to people that I'm here to walk your dog. That's not for me. Come on.
It's more of a normie job.
It's more of a normie. It's more of a normie. Say it again.
It's more of a normie job.
Amen. Hey, she's right. Shut the fuck up. You really don't get me. You don't get it. I don't need this shit. I think this job I'm doing now would have been great if it wasn't so fucking complicated and theoretically a threat to future Neat Bucks.
Yeah, no.
I would have loved, hey, no bullshit. We'll just give you $10.99. You do your thing. Get an EIN, register with the state. I would do it if I wasn't looking for Neat Bucks, but this might jeopardize my fucking Neat Bucks. Mm-hmm. I'm glad we streamed tonight. And I can see these people don't get, thanks for, the suggestions. Yes. Cassandra doesn't get anything. Cassandra, come on. What is your problem? Anyway, here, let's put her in timeout. So,
don't do that.
Yeah, she's being a bit, you don't get. We're talking about me. You can be a dog walker. That's great, Cassandra. Again, this is like how you don't understand. It's just really, seriously, why? Anyway, this dental job would be cool in my own car, but it's just too much being
too much bureaucracy.
They won't do that. No, they got to be legitimate. No. I would, if I were paid on the table, this would be great. I could apply for Neat Bucks and do this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Long time no see. I agree. Well said, Thule.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell them. I say, listen, I don't want to create an EIN. I don't want to go this route. I'm sorry. You want to pay me under the table? Just write me a check. I'll do it. Otherwise, forget it. And they'll say no. And I'll say, okay, bye. I quit. But I got to get a job now. I don't want to go back to a fucking grocery store. And no, I don't want to fucking walk dogs. If that's your thing, cool. We're talking about me here. Like you said, buddy. Brother Click just said, I'm not going to walk people's fucking dogs. What the fuck?
Yes.
I can't be around people or animals. What the fuck? Yeah, you feel offended, Cassandra. I'm not knocking it. It's for you. We're talking about me here. This ain't for me. Dogs, no. Walking dogs and talking to people, no. Yeah, I'm already starting to think this is a really bad idea. I'm glad we streamed.
Yes,
this is a bad idea. So I gotta work for Amazon. You quit your job, get a shittier job, so you can get on Medicaid. because all this shit with your insurance.
Yes.
All right, this is how we got to play it. We'll play it this way. Anyway, the Amazon thing is like 10 hours. It's all driving around, but it's like 4 days a week, so I can do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we're talking about. I did that. We're talking about quitting it now because they want me to create an EIN and become an LLC in my own right, which might affect future Neat Bucks. So now we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to go back to that fucking grocery store. That's for damn sure. Like I said, I don't want to create an EIN. Pay me under the table, or I gotta walk.
Okay.
And they'll say we're not gonna pay under the table. I'll just walk because you're right. This is gonna jeopardize too much.
Yeah.
It's a nice job, but it's just gonna jeopardize too much.
Well, if you could be like the guy you drove with, you work for them, driving.
Yes,
their car,
I even told them. I said I'd love to do what you do. Just no, they're not hiring W-2 people.
Yeah.
I would love to just drive there, get in the company car, like I did when I did the auto parts job. I drove the auto parts car. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Let's get a W-2. Yeah, I this is kind of stupid. I can see why this. Yeah,
Yes.
it is, but I see why they're doing it. They don't want employees. They want you to do this bullshit. Okay.
Yes.
Of course, you asshole. You think I want to drive around the rest of my life? Of course, you fucking asshole.
Have you not been paying attention?
Have you not been paying attention, Tully? Christ, of course. Jesus fucking Christ, these people, these fucking starlings. Christ,
Yes.
starlings. And Cassandra, I'm sorry I banned you, but it's like, don't be condescending. I'm not knocking you for being a dog walker, but it wouldn't work for me. You know what I mean? It's like, this bitch doesn't get it. Even Thule here doesn't get it. I just got here, bucko. These people are fucking morons. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, how many times do I explain these things? Christ.
You just got here for this stream. You've been on other
Yeah,
streams.
you should know enough about me for now that I shouldn't have to explain this fucking shit. Christ. Well, if I work 4 days a week, have more days to stream and more days to do shit on the house, fine. I'll work for fucking Amazon as a W-2 as opposed to this bullshit.
Yes.
$21 isn't too bad if it's W-2. I have to create an LEO. Yeah, why go any further with this job? It's going to be, Yes, I still want fucking Neat Bucks. Abso-fucking-lutely. This isn't going to be a fucking career for me. My idiot shrink thinks that. I don't. Fuck that. You're off Saturday?
They should be. Waynesboro.
I don't know how to untime out someone. Oh, well. Well, we're probably going to get off soon. It's already 11 something. Well, another 10, 15 minutes, 11:30.
One more beer.
One more. Well,
Just a can.
you want to get it or should I get it?
I'll get it.
Yeah, I'm starting to think like this job seems ideal. I wish I found it 10 years ago. I'm thinking it's going to cost me too much. Well, my brother's off this Saturday. He's usually he works Saturdays. He's off because people are on vacation and one guy quit. So they gave him a Saturday off and I'll be off on Saturday. So we'll have a day off together. That's all. That's all that's all we're saying. All we're saying is we're going to have a day off together. That's all we're saying. Maybe we'll just stream Friday night and Saturday morning, get drunk and just stream for 6 or 7 hours. But we're going to have a day off together. So we're thinking about what can we do on our day off together. If you can't finish, I'll finish. Don't worry.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I might. This job might not be worth it anymore. Maybe I should go to that dentist in Perth Amboy. That spick chick was fucking cute as hell. She wasn't a sex kitten. She was an awkward chick trying to be a sex kitten. She was like, "I hope you come back." I'm like, if it doesn't work out, you know.
Maybe they have a website and a picture of the broad.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it was called. I think it was Lydia David. This was it, Lydia David. Coming soon. Damn. This is it. Oh God, this is. I'm gonna go there. They take insurance. I'm gonna go there. It's fucking great. You're right. And this way, I'll have several days off. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Have we said all there is to say? Have we accomplished all there is to accomplish?
Unless anyone has anything, I think we have.
We learned something here today.
We did.
I started the stream excited about my new job, and I'm like, this is going to cost me big, ain't it? I could go back to that fucking, oh my God. I looked into it. I was like, Amazon, nah. But I could if it's only 4 days a week, 10-hour shifts. 21 isn't as bad. You know, it's decent. All right, fine. All right, fine. We learned something. I'm glad. This is why I stream. I'm learning here. You know,
This is what you always hoped from streaming, to learn something.
something. I learned from Rafterman. Thank you, Rafterman. And I'm learning from talking to these people.
Yes.
This is gonna cost me in the long run for neat bucks. I don't want to create. I don't want to go through all this trouble. EIN with the state and the feds, so I can drive around. It's like I'm like, huh? So now I'm thinking, fuck this. All right. Right. Anybody else want to say anything? Are we winding down? I think we're winding down.
I believe so.
Cassandra, I'm sorry I bothered you. I banned you. It's just. Look, it's okay to be critical, but you're missing the point. I'm not knocking you. I'm talking about me. It wouldn't work for me being a dog walker. To me, it would be a waste of time. If it works for you, that's great. But you're missing the point. You're taking it too personally. And Thule, nothing personal, but even if you just got here now, like my brother said, Brother Click just said it, how many times have you been here? Do you not know? Have you not been watching for the past year or whatever it's been? It's like, what the fuck with these people?
Yes.
Goddamn sorry. You're right. Why go through all this trouble if it's going to cost me neat bucks in the future?
Yes.
So I got to tell them, fuck it. Why even bother? All right. So I'll go drive for Amazon or some shit or do some like local delivery shit. Okay, fine. Okay. Well, I'm glad we streamed then.
Yes.
We've accomplished.
Yes.
And if I'm only working 4 or 5 days a week, I'll have more days to stream. And you can stream. Buddy's getting tired. All right.
Yes.
So we're going to end it in the next 7 minutes or so.
Okay,
We end it now, or we'll go back to 11:30.
11:30.
Anything else anybody wants to say? Have we said all there is to say? Have we accomplished? I'm learning here. Anyone come on for a few minutes? I've realized, my God, this is going to cost me a lot. I love the idea of this job. In my own car, driving around, light, easy dental shit.
Yes.
But create an EIN. Well, the feds say you need a state one. The state say create with the Fed. It's like, this is going to cost me neat bucks. They're going to say, you can work. If you can create an EIN, you're competent enough to work, which is going to cost me potential neat bucks.
Oh, yes. Oh, without doubt.
Oh, my fucking Christ. My God. All right. We'll end it in a few minutes. I'm glad we did this, though. Okay. All right. So I'll tell them, fuck you, and I'll go work for Amazon for a few months or whatever. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and it sucks. I like the idea of this job. I get my own car, pick up the shit, drive around by myself. I love the idea of the job. But, everything comes with a price. Everything comes with a price. $28 an hour, driving around your own car, delivering like easy dental shit. Okay, EIN, feds, state, government saying you can work. Okay. It was too good to be true, wasn't it? Wasn't it? God damn. I wasn't expecting all this. I thought they'd say, okay, you just drive, we'll send you $10.99.
Yeah, no, what is this?
This is going to be I'll just tell the bitch. I like. If you want to pay me under the table, cool. Which they won't want to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't want to create an EIN. It's
Yeah.
too involved. It's too in depth. It's like something that you do if you plan to make a business, a life, a career out of this,
Yeah.
which I do not.
No.
Okay. But I'm still glad I quit, the grocery store because that was going to be too fucking much. It's too much.
Yes.
Excuse me. Oh, my brother cooked up some steak and some pork chops. So what?
Yeah, I got this Hamilton Beach Grill. I think I mentioned. So I got a couple of T-bone steaks, some bone-in pork chops. Grilled them up.
Huh.
So we ate before we gorged ourselves.
And a Denmark guy wants to. We'll let him on for like 5 minutes, and we're getting off because we both got to. I got to either go there tomorrow or quit tomorrow, and you got to go to work. So,
Yeah.
Denmark guy, how is you?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
We're
good
not
morning.
going to be on too long because.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm actually just on now because of the guard, my guard. He told me that in my dreams that you are meeting up probably with Dom in this weekend, and this and I would like to contribute with a small gift if I could. So this is a long. Should I tell the long story now? It's only a minute or two.
Yeah,
Back
but
in the
first,
day-
before you do, we didn't commit to anything. All we said is I'm off Saturday, my brother's off Saturday. We could do it.
Yes.
We didn't commit to anything, but it might be a possibility. But go ahead. So, what story do you want to share? We're happy to have you.
Okay, so it's many years ago. I got I by accident bought a Amazon gift card, but then I found out the gift card only applied for the Amazon US, and I'm never gonna buy anything from the Amazon US. So,
Mhm.
so then I got to know Dom and Todd and all these online streamers, and then I told Dom when he was having his psychotic episode in his truck, hey dude, just come down. I got a small gift card. I can buy you something, some food or something, so your finances are better. But anyways,
Right, because this was an American only Amazon. You couldn't use it for yourself, so you were going to buy dumb an American something. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
But Dom, he was so believing in God that he wouldn't take my money because apparently it's against. Dom was actually quite religious at that moment in time when he was psychotic. So, but he wouldn't take my money. But anyways, the offer is up now. If you can post your wish list for around 40 USD with an item or two that includes maybe. Is it like free shipping in the US? I don't know how the rules are in the US.
Okay.
If you have that, you can either post it on your channel or you can send it to Dom and he will send it to me through
Well,
the
tell
app
you
that
what,
we take.
if I'm going to do that, here's where I'll make an exception. I'll take your money, but it's got to be for something channel related. So I don't want a sweater or a jumper. I don't want to, whatever clothes. I want something that's going to be, used on the channel. So I'll think about it. And if I do go see Dumb, he can show me how to set up a wish list. You can buy me something that I can use on the channel. How's that sound?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as one of you took one. I thought about you could buy some beers you could bring to Dom or something, but I don't know. It's up to you too. It's up. It's totally. I don't care how the money is used. You can if you like enjoy beer.
Right, because you can't use it for yourself. It's an American gift card. Okay, well, think of something. It's something I can use for you guys on the channel. I'll think of something. Yeah.
Yeah, do that, and then just create an Amazon wish list and send it to Dom, and he will give it to me, and I will buy it, and you will receive it somehow.
Well, that's very generous, but yeah, I'll think of something that we can use for the channel.
Denmark,
Yeah.
So that was just the only thing that me on because I'm never going to use that 40 USD ever in my life,
Right.
probably.
Right.
So.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's very nice of you. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and good to see you, and you're both in good health, and you survived.
Were you following my stream? I started. I don't know if you understand. You're European. I started a job, but it's more complex with the tax laws than I realized, and it might not be worth it. It might jeopardize future neat bucks. So I'm thinking I got to quit now, which sucks.
Yeah. I have been listening somewhat to your stream since the beginning, but I'm not fully into the details of all these regulations. But as as I've heard that you come to the conclusion that it's probably not worth it. But the same schemes that you're telling about now, it also exists in Europe and in Denmark. So it's this, maybe if you have an LLC, then you need to buy all the equipment you use for the job. For an example, it's quite there's a huge debate in Denmark because of everything is unionized and everything needs to be fine. And then these delivering companies with delivering food arrived in Denmark. I think it was a USD or something, and that fucked with the model that we had. But when you look on the paper, the pay for delivering groceries and fast food is quite good in Denmark. But then you go into the details about it, and you need to buy your own e-bike or maybe a car and insurance for that. And you can't get and if you're fired, you can't.
Well, there's an expression in English, in the English language. There's an expression. Maybe you've heard it. I'm gonna share it. The devil is in the details. The devil, the actual shit isn't when it sounds too good to be true. You look at the details. The devil, the evil of it all, is in the details. Yeah, the devil is in the details, right?
Yes,
we have the same in Danish. It's the direct translations. It's called djævlen. Djævlen i detaljerne.
Jolin in Italian, Jolin. Okay,
yes.
Jolin is the devil. Okay, Jolin is the
devil. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so I can go work for Amazon as a W-2, which is none of this tax nonsense. A little less money, but I can do that. Lift and lug, fine. This job is too good to be true because it's going to cost me future neat bucks. So I'm glad I had this stream because I enjoyed it. I could do this, but is it going to cost me? Yeah.
Jolin, it's actually it's spelled like I'm just gonna
spell it.
It's the devil.
I wrote. Yeah, that's not good.
I wrote it in the whole. I'll write it here. It's in StreamYard, I think.
Here, I'll paste it. Here's what you wrote. You wrote this in my private chat. How do you that means devil. How do you pronounce that?
Djævlen.
So it equals devil. One more time. How do you pronounce it?
Djævlen. It's like DJAEVLEN in English, if you want to pronounce it. We call it the weird.
All right. So Jolin equals devil in Danish. It's pronounced like Jolin. Okay. Jolin. Okay.
More like Jalen.
Jalen. Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Cool, but the devil. So I've learned with this job, I like it, but the devil's in the details. It's going to cost me too much in the long run. Okay, all right.
What about you're not willing to invest some time in some secure education, like becoming a nurse or something like that?
You can't deal with people.
A couple of things. One, I would need money for education. Two, I wouldn't pick that. I wouldn't go that route. A nurse? What, me? Like, this is why I timed out Cassandra. I'm not knocking her for being a dog walker, but it's not for me. Same thing. A nurse. Have you people been watching me? A nurse, a dog walker? What the fuck? It's like, who are you fucking idiots? Like, you fucking starling morons. What? Like, buddy, even my brother's like, what? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Tell me, it's just
come on. You've been watching him for some time,
right? You want to become a nurse? You want to be a dog walker? Well, what is this stupidity? My God, who are you people? I'm a fucking spurg. Jesus. Yeah, nurse OC. Yeah, okay. It's like I can't believe you people can suggest this shit. Okay, wow. We'll go to 1.5 hour mark. We'll call it. I'm gonna go on for another 3 minutes. So what do you want to talk about for 3 more minutes?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, I like look. I'll think about something I can use $40 for this channel. You know what I mean?
Okay,
something that'll benefit everybody who watches. I'll think about it.
Yeah, good idea.
Do you want to see me and Brother Click meet Dumb? Would you like to see that or what?
Yeah, it would be amazing, especially if you could plan it ahead and announce it somewhere. Then I could schedule it for my time zone or something like that. Well, it would be amazing. I think a lot of people would enjoy it. If it was just a 1 or 2 hour stream or something like that together.
What I think is, if we were to do that, I'll record a video, but I won't stream because I'd be using data. It wouldn't work. Dumb could stream at his house, do the Wi-Fi hotspot thing.
Yeah, but that's kind of sketchy at best.
But I could stream on Dumb's channel with him, but I don't think I could stream. I make a video and upload it. But yeah, we're thinking about it. We're on the fence. We're thinking about it. It might be now or never.
Yeah, no,
Live
yes,
life,
yes.
like Dumb said.
Exactly.
Even though he's not happy to see us, fuck him. It's for the Starlings. So they look,
Exactly. You guys.
What does everybody else think? So Denmark guy, you want me and my brother to see Dumb. What does everybody else think? Thule, what do you think? Cassandra, what do you think? Rafterman, what do you think? If they want, we'll consider it. We'll think about it.
Dimian, what do you think?
And Dimian. Also, Denmark guy, you want to ask me or brother Click anything? Is there anything you want to ask us?
How many do you drink every day?
Well, no, it's funny. When I was working at the grocery store 6 nights a week, I didn't drink. I'd go to work. I'd come home. I'd be so tired. I'd go to bed. I wasn't drinking. All the weeks I wasn't streaming, I wasn't drinking either.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically no. The answer is I don't. If I'm like working hard and I'm tired as hell, I don't drink. So no, I wasn't for the past 2 weeks. I didn't drink at all. I'm drinking tonight because I started a new job delivering dental products, and it's not as taxing on my body. No, I didn't drink for like 3 weeks. No,
Okay.
It depends on what I'm doing. Yeah,
I haven't had a drink since the last stream.
yeah, he hasn't had a drink since the last stream. If you were,
Okay. So you actually started the job, the delivery job.
I did, but now I'm realizing the devil's in the details. It might not be worth it. Yeah. I'm just in training. I haven't done it I trained with a guy today. I'm not going to explain all this again.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll just tell him flat out. I don't want to create an EIN with the IRS. That's American terms. I don't want to create the special tax thing. Fuck you. Pay me under the table or I'm walking. Because I'll do it under the table. If they want to give me cash in an envelope, I'll do it. But yeah.
They're not going to want to do that.
No. Okay. Well.
Yeah, but Dom, shouldn't he have Wi-Fi in his place? Or how? Why should it be a problem?
He uses the data on his phone. He does a hotspot tethered to his computer.
Yeah.
But that's fairly stable. My traveling data will be all choppy. His is fairly stable. So yeah, we have to stream on his channel, and I'll do a video on mine. Okay, we'll see. We'll think about it. We're on Saturday. We'll see how we feel in a few days. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yes.
If I take a job delivering for Amazon, I'd only be working 4 days a week. I think it's 4 or 5 days a week. So I'll have more time to stream. And that way I won't have to worry about all this tax stuff. And I can quit the job and still apply for Neat Bucks.
Yes.
So maybe I'll do that. So I think I'm glad I streamed tonight.
Oh yes.
This dental job ain't going to make it because it's going to cost me in the long run for Neat Bucks. It's like a Pyrrhic victory. It's going to cost me too much in the long run. Thank you. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me. Cassandra, I'm sorry I timed you out, but really, I don't care what you do. We're talking about me here. Same for Thule. And Denmark guy, thanks for coming on. Denmark guy just left. I was right.
Yes.
We'll think about something for that $40. Guys, give me some suggestions. What can I use the $40 for the whole channel that the whole channel can enjoy?
Yes.
Because Denmark guy wants to give me a present of $40. Okay, I'll take it, but I'll use it for something that the whole channel can enjoy. So you guys think about it and leave comments.
Yes.
Like and subscribe. All right. So I think we've accomplished. You gotta go to bed. You gotta go tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we eventually you gotta quit your job and get a Neat Bucks. But for now, okay.
Yes, I do.
For now, occupational click and whatever your name is. What do you want to call yourself?
Me.
Out.
Out.